suppose I tend to think it stole a bit from my father, who, lost a lot of the people who would have gone to...
I suppose I tend to think it stole a bit from my father, who, lost a lot of the people who would have gone to see him and talk to him and have those conversations that kept him interested. He lost all of that in a shocking turn of events that has left the British monarchy reeling. Princess Anne has taken unprecedented legal action against Queen Camilla, shattering centuries of royal protocol. The battle lines are drawn as Queen Elizabeth's final wishes emerge, exposing deep rifts within palace walls. The no-nonsense princess has finally broken her silence, and what she reveals could change the monarchy forever. Some battles must be fought in the open, whispers a senior palace insider, hinting at revelations that have reportedly left King Charles III facing an impossible choice between his sister and his wife. As this royal drama unfolds, the question everyone's asking is this the crisis that finally breaks the crown? Queen Elizabeth's lasting legacy, a dynasty's evolution in a reign that spanned 7 remarkable decades, reveals she wasn't just a monarch, she was the heartbeat of Britain's most enduring institution. Through wars, social upheavals, and family dramas, she masterfully steered the royal ship with a steady hand and unwavering dedication. Her legacy, built on both steadfast tradition and careful adaptation, would become the blueprint for a monarchy fighting to stay relevant in an ever-changing world. The Queen's masterful navigation of modernity began with her groundbreaking decision to televise her coronation in 1953, an unprecedented move that brought the monarchy into millions of homes. This bold step marked the beginning of a new era where ancient traditions met modern accessibility. Her intuitive understanding of the need to evolve while preserving the crown's mystique would become her greatest strength, setting a balance that defined her entire reign. Behind palace walls, Elizabeth's role as both sovereign and mother shaped her unique approach to duty. She fostered a deep bond with her children, particularly Princess Anne, who would inherit her mother's no-nonsense attitude and unwavering sense of duty. The Queen's relationship with her family became a testament to her ability to balance the personal with the political, though this delicate equilibrium faced numerous challenges throughout her reign. In her final years, Elizabeth's vision for the monarchy's future crystallized around the younger generation, particularly in her special relationship with Kate Middleton. The Queen saw in Kate a reflection of the modern, relatable royal family she believed necessary for survival. Their shared understanding of duty, combined with Kate's natural grace and contemporary approach, gave Elizabeth hope for the monarchy's continued relevance in the 21st century. As twilight fell on Elizabeth's remarkable reign, her last wishes revealed a profound understanding of the monarchy's need to evolve. She envisioned a royal family that could honor tradition while embracing change, with younger members like William and Kate leading the charge. This blueprint for the future would become her final gift to the institution she served so faithfully. Though the path to realizing this vision would prove more tumultuous than anyone could have predicted, the echoes of Elizabeth's legacy would soon be tested in ways no one could have foreseen, as family tensions and power struggles threatened to unravel the careful fabric she had woven over 7 decades. The dramatic power shift, a crown in crisis, became apparent through late-night meetings in Windsor Castle's private chambers, which have grown increasingly tense. Whispers of confrontation echo through centuries-old corridors. Senior insiders, speaking on condition of anonymity, describe a seismic shift in palace dynamics unlike anything seen since the abdication crisis. At the heart of this upheaval lies a carefully guarded secret, Queen Elizabeth's private journals. These writings, entrusted to Princess Anne in her mother's final days, allegedly detail concerns about Camilla's growing influence and what Elizabeth saw as a dangerous deviation from her vision for the crown's future. In an institution where every gesture carries weight, the signs of fracture were subtle but unmistakable. The turning point came during a private family dinner at Sandringham, just weeks before the coronation. What began as a seemingly routine gathering erupted into what one insider describes as the night everything changed. Princess Anne, armed with her mother's written testimony and decades of loyal service, confronted Camilla with evidence that would later form the backbone of her unprecedented legal action. The resulting silence, according to those present, was deafening. Even King Charles, known for his diplomatic handling of family tensions, found himself powerless to bridge this widening chasm between two of the most important women in his life. In a stunning turn of events that shook the very foundations of Buckingham Palace, Princess Anne, the stalwart defender of royal tradition, emerged as an unexpected catalyst for change. Known for her quiet dedication and fierce loyalty to the crown, Anne's confrontation with Queen Camilla during King Charles III's coronation sent shockwaves through the centuries-old institution. This wasn't just another family squabble, it was a decisive moment that would reshape the monarchy's future. Behind the palace's gilded gates, tensions had been simmering for months. Princess Anne, carrying her mother's torch of duty and tradition, watched with growing concern as Camilla's influence expanded. The Princess Royal's legendary composure finally cracked during what sources describe as a heated exchange at the coronation, where she allegedly exposed Camilla's behind-the-scenes machinations. The confrontation, witnessed by stunned family members, marked a point of no return. Camilla's journey to the role of queen consort had been anything but smooth. From the scandal-plagued early years of her relationship with Charles to her gradual acceptance by the British public, she had fought hard to secure her place in the royal hierarchy. The crown that sat so precariously upon her head represented decades of careful image rehabilitation and patient strategy. Persistence, yet in a twist of fate that even the most seasoned royal watchers didn't see coming, her position would soon crumble. The aftermath of Anne's bold stand reverberated through the palace corridors with unprecedented force. Reports emerged of Camilla's alleged manipulation of royal protocols, her attempts to sideline other family members, and most damningly, her perceived disregard for Queen Elizabeth's final wishes for the monarchy's future. The royal family, traditionally united in public despite private disagreements, found itself at a crossroads. Kate Middleton's quiet act of defiance, refusing to curtsy to Camilla at a recent royal gathering, added fuel to the already blazing fire. This seemingly small gesture from the future queen spoke volumes about the shifting power dynamics within the family. It wasn't just Anne who had concerns. A new generation of royals was ready to challenge the status quo and honor Elizabeth's vision for a modernized monarchy. The crisis reached its climax with reports of Camilla being stripped of her queen consort title, a move that sent tremors through the establishment. King Charles III, caught between loyalty to his wife and duty to the crown, faced perhaps the most challenging decision of his reign. The monarchy, an institution that had survived centuries of challenges, now faced an internal struggle that threatened its very foundation. For Princess Anne, this wasn't about personal victory. It was about protecting her mother's legacy and ensuring the monarchy's survival in an increasingly skeptical world. Her bold action, while controversial, demonstrated that even the most traditional institutions must sometimes break with protocol to preserve their core values. As the dust settles on this unprecedented royal drama, one question lingers in the air: could this upheaval be exactly what the monarchy needs to evolve and thrive in modern times? The new guard is reshaping the royal dynasty. In the grand tapestry of royal history, few transformations have been as remarkable as Kate Middleton's evolution from a middle-class commoner to the monarchy's brightest hope. With grace, determination, and an innate understanding of modern sensibilities, the Princess of Wales has emerged as a powerful force for change within an ancient institution. Her journey, marked by both quiet strength and calculated boldness, represents more than just personal triumph. It embodies the future of a monarchy at a crossroads. Behind Kate's polished public persona lies a strategic mind that has masterfully navigated the complex waters of royal politics. Her decision to stand alongside Princess Anne in the wake of recent upheavals wasn't merely a coincidence, it was a calculated move that aligned her with the guardians of Queen Elizabeth's legacy. Through carefully chosen public appearances and meaningful charitable work, Kate has built a foundation of public trust that even her harshest critics cannot deny. Within the sacred walls of Kensington Palace, a subtle but powerful alliance has been forming, one that even Queen Elizabeth hadn't fully anticipated. Sources intimately familiar with royal operations reveal weekly private tea meetings between Kate and Princess Anne, held in the drawing room where Diana once planned her own royal revolution. These seemingly innocent gatherings have become strategy sessions, with the two women united by an unexpected bond, their shared determination to protect Elizabeth's vision for a modernized monarchy. It's fascinating to watch, confides a long-serving palace aide. You have Anne, who carries her mother's steel, and Kate, who brings Diana's touch with the public. Together, they are quietly rewriting the royal rulebook. Their partnership has reportedly left Camilla increasingly isolated, with even traditional allies beginning to distance themselves from what many now see as a fading power center within the family. The watershed moment came during a recent high-profile royal gathering, where Kate's refusal to curtsy to Queen Camilla sent ripples through the centuries-old hierarchy. This wasn't just a breach of protocol, it was a powerful statement about the changing dynamics within the royal family. Those present described the moment as electric, with even seasoned courtiers holding their breath as tradition clashed with the winds of change. Within the palace walls, Kate's growing influence has manifested in subtle but significant ways. Her focus on early childhood development and mental health has transformed royal philanthropy from mere ceremonial appearances to meaningful social impact. Sources close to the family reveal that even King Charles has begun to defer to his daughter-in-law's instincts on matters of public engagement, recognizing her unique connection with younger generations. The relationship between Kate and the late Queen Elizabeth has emerged as a crucial element in this power shift. In their final years together, the Queen reportedly spent considerable time mentoring Kate, sharing insights gained from 7 decades on the throne. These private conversations, now revealed by palace insiders, shaped Kate's vision for a monarchy that could bridge the gap between tradition and modern relevance. As tension mounted between various factions within the royal family, Kate's diplomatic skills proved invaluable. Her ability to maintain warm relationships with both princess and traditionalist camp and younger royals pushing for modernization has positioned her as a crucial mediator in family disputes. This delicate balancing act has earned her respect from both sides of the generational divide. The Princess of Wales's influence extends beyond the palace gates, touching everything from royal protocol to public engagement strategies. Her approach to royal parenting, combining traditional values with modern sensibilities, continues to redefine the role of royalty in contemporary society. Values with modern openness have redefined what it means to raise future monarchs. Palace sources reveal that her methods have even influenced how other royal children are being raised, marking a significant departure from centuries-old traditions. Most significantly, Kate's rise represents a broader shift in the monarchy's power structure. No longer is influence determined solely by birth or title, it now flows to those who can effectively bridge the gap between the crown and its subjects. This new paradigm, while unsettling to some traditionalists, may prove to be the monarchy's salvation in an increasingly democratic age. As the dust settles on recent royal dramas, one thing becomes crystal clear: the future of the British monarchy rests not in the hands of those who would preserve it unchanged, but in those who dare to reimagine it for a new era. The monarchy's future is where tradition meets tomorrow. In the shadow of recent upheavals, the British monarchy finds itself at a pivotal crossroads where centuries of tradition collide with the demands of a rapidly evolving world. The institution that has weathered countless storms now faces perhaps its greatest challenge: remaining relevant while preserving the mystique that has defined it for generations. Behind the palace's ornate facade, a quiet revolution is taking place, one that will determine whether this ancient institution survives in a world increasingly skeptical of inherited privilege. The echoes of Queen Elizabeth's final wishes reverberate through the halls of power, carrying with them a profound understanding of what the monarchy must become. Her vision, carefully crafted through 7 decades of reign, wasn't just about preserving tradition, it was a blueprint for evolution. Insiders reveal that Elizabeth spent her final years meticulously planning for a transition that would see the monarchy transform while maintaining its essential character. At the heart of this transformation lies a delicate dance between old and new. Palace sources speak of heated debates behind closed doors, where younger royals advocate for transparency and accessibility, while traditionalists warn against diluting the monarchy's mysterious allure. The recent power struggle involving Queen Camilla has only intensified these discussions, forcing the family to confront uncomfortable questions about power, legitimacy, and the true meaning of royal duty. The public's appetite for change presents both a challenge and an opportunity. Social media has transformed how people engage with the monarchy, demanding unprecedented levels of access and authenticity. Young royals like William and Kate have embraced this new reality, using digital platforms to shape their narrative while maintaining careful boundaries. Their success in navigating this digital landscape offers hope for a monarchy seeking to remain relevant in an increasingly connected world. Yet beneath the surface of carefully curated public appearances lies a more complex reality. The monarchy's future hinges not just on public perception but on its ability to adapt its core functions for a modern age. Sources close to the palace reveal ongoing discussions about streamlining royal duties, reducing ceremonial excess, and focusing on initiatives that demonstrate clear value to British society. Princess Anne's bold stand against perceived threats to the institution has sparked a broader conversation about accountability within the royal family. The traditional approach of closing ranks and presenting a unified front has given way to a more nuanced strategy, where internal checks and balances ensure the monarchy remains true to its foundational purposes. The role of the Commonwealth looms large in discussions about the future. With member nations increasingly questioning traditional ties to the crown, the monarchy must reimagine its relationship with this global family of nations. Insiders suggest that William and Kate are already preparing for this challenge, studying ways to transform these historical bonds into meaningful partnerships for the modern era. Financial sustainability has emerged as another crucial consideration. As public scrutiny of royal expenses intensifies, the institution faces pressure to justify its cost to taxpayers. Behind the scenes, advisors are working to develop new funding models that reduce reliance on public money while maintaining the monarchy's dignity and independence. The wisdom of Queen Elizabeth's final vision becomes clearer with each passing day. Survival requires careful evolution. As one senior palace aide confided, the question isn't whether the monarchy will change, it's whether we can change it thoughtfully enough to ensure it endures. As the royal family navigates these turbulent waters, one truth becomes increasingly apparent: the monarchy's future lies not in rigid adherence to the past, but in its ability to embrace change while honoring its timeless role in British life. The only certainty, as one insider poignantly observed, is that the monarchy standing at the end of this tumultuous period will be fundamentally different from the one that entered it. Yet perhaps this transformation, painful as it may be, is exactly what the institution needs to ensure its survival in an ever-changing world. The coming months will reveal whether this ancient institution can truly reinvent itself while keeping its soul intact. As the final chapter of this royal saga unfolds, we find ourselves witnessing a dynasty at its most pivotal crossroads, where tradition meets tomorrow's uncertain dawn. From Princess Anne's bold defense of the crown to Kate's quiet revolution, these transformative moments remind us that even ancient institutions must evolve to survive. Can the monarchy bridge the gap between its storied past and an uncertain future?